All right, welcome back everybody to another episode of SeanDo on the Go. And I am joined today by Steve Anderson from Fujitsu. Steve, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much indeed, Sean. So good to see you.
We want to talk about a project that you recently had that Fujitsu, Citrix, Microsoft all kind of joined together at Centrica to deliver, and what benefit that the customer realized by this cloud migration. This is a shameless shout out to somebody I work with, Monica Gonzalez, who runs the Citrix sustainability program. And it's all about the footprint and the carbon footprint. Can you talk about some of the benefits that Fujitsu helped Centrica realize in that regard?
The environment is becoming more and more important. You know, our data centers, for example, we always are utilizing green energy, but what we used to have with an on-prem proposition was obviously the carbon is there 24/7. And Centrica Energy Services Company, but they want to make a difference to the environment. And therefore, the great benefit we have of the consumable nature is we can scale up and down. So the proposition, getting slightly technical for me, has something called autoscale. Mm-hmm. So it allows us basically to scale up the volumes and then scale it back down when not in use. So therefore all the power is only utilized at the point in time it's really needed. Right. So it's just little elements like that which do make a difference.
And then also, I would imagine that the people staying home, not commuting, not burning greenhouse gases and things on their way into an office. And like you say, autoscale is really something very important for people to pay attention to, because when you move your workloads into a Microsoft Azure cloud, you're paying for what you're running, but if you don't shut those workloads down and scale them back, they're still going to be running in the cloud and running that consumption model. So autoscale is one of the best ways to tune them down automatically when they're not in use based on policies and things like that. But Steve, what I want to know from the business perspective, as being Fujitsu and that trusted advisor consultative services organization, how easy was it for you all to work with Citrix and Microsoft jointly on this project?
A key thing that we have as part of our ecosystem is the partner network. And I think one thing that was great is I'd been working with Citrix for a number of months. And we had joint sessions. This happened to be, say, in your London Paddington location, but we had joint sessions with Centrica, with Microsoft, where we pulled together the idea. We agreed what we were trying to achieve. I'll go back to that flexibility, scalability. So we all knew the direction we were going in. And then it was all about just keeping an open, honest relationship as we went through the program and the project. And, every day, every other day, there were the Agile daily stand-ups to make sure the teams were there. So it was a true collaboration between the partners to make it work.
Excellent. Steve, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Centrica, the company we've been talking about during this interview, won an award recently. Do you happen to know what award that was?
Yeah, so this was the Connected Society Award, which was an award from Citrix and Fujitsu. What we try to look for in our projects is how do we make a difference to people in society day in, day out. And that was what the award was for, and that Fujitsu and Citrix jointly felt that everything we've achieved on Centrica was making a difference, especially during the times of COVID, that people could now be at home, looking after their family, looking after their children, homeschooling, and that previously wouldn't have been possible. Mm-hmm. So, it felt that it just made that little difference to make things easier. And as you've mentioned as well, help support the environment from a commuting perspective, etc. as well.
All right, everybody, we'll catch you next time on another episode of SeanDo on the Go, where we'll talk tech, we'll talk business, and we'll talk coffee and everything else that comes up. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.